49ers defense is without a doubt the best in the league. Some may argue that the secondary is the weakest link and the reason why we lost the Super Bowl, but that is something that we can't decipher. What we can pinpoint in 2020 is the fact that Jamal Adams can make this defense even scarier. Before I get into trade scenarios, let me elaborate on how important that is for the 49ers this season. When we got deep into the season, teams used strategies to try to slow our pass rush down. They would stretch all four receivers out and dump short passes. This strategy was introduced by Kingsbury and executed properly by Andy Reid, who used our one-dimensional zone corners and his speed to his advantage. I bring this up to say the 49ers defense needs to get more adaptable this season, and Jamal Adams just might be that player that we need on our defense to give us that flexibility. So here's my top 5 trade scenarios for the 49ers from what I've heard and what I think is fair on both sides. This is not ranked from best to worst, that's up for you to decide. Everybody has their own opinion, so feel free to tell me if I'm wrong. So number 5 is Tart, a 3rd round pick and a 5th for Jamal Adams. I threw a 5 in there because the Jets are a tough team to negotiate with, but overall I think this is a good exchange, but less likely to happen because other teams are giving up more. And we have to somewhat match their offers to give ourselves a better chance. That was the most difficult thing about these trades, the fact that you have to give up the players you like to get a player you want. Now let's move on to the 4th trade scenario, which is pretty simple as well. A 1st round pick and Tart for Adams, which they may or may not accept. I heard this one a lot, but I don't see it happening unless other teams fall out of the picture, or we just get lucky. The 3rd trade scenario gets more interesting. The trade is Kwon Alexander, a 4th or a 2nd round, and Kendrick Bourne for Adams. It looks like we are giving up too much, but there's many positive parts to this trade. We can move Adams to the wheel since he mostly played in the box on the weak side anyway, or we could trade Tart for a receiver to replace KB so that we could feel a little bit more secure at receiver, and then just put Adams at the strong and put someone else at the wheel. Either way, we are not hurt by this trade. We gain cap space and we can replace the wheel in the 3rd receiver spot. The only thing is the Jets have really solid linebackers, but none of them are as impactful as Kwon in my opinion. The 2nd scenario is the same thing but with D Ford instead of Kwon. And with D Ford gone in this trade, we can move Armstead to the outside on 3rd downs. In my opinion though, I believe D Ford is a solid piece that we should keep on this team. Our guys just play better when he's on the field. I feel the same way about Kwon, but I feel like a will linebacker is easier to replace. Now on to the last and final trade scenario. The reason why this is the last because this is as much as I will give up. This trade is going all in. And if we go all in like this, we better end up with a Super Bowl in the end. Because this will be the best team from top to bottom that the 49ers have seen in years. To conclude this video, I have to say I'm really optimistic about this situation. And I'm open for all opinions down in the comments below. Subscribe and tune in for the next couple of months. Because out of all the teams in this situation, I truly believe that we will be the ones cheering in the end. So get ready. Because our opportunity is here and we have no time to waste.